so with Nick, we're gonna do kind of a circuit of 4 exercises, trying to kind of get everything situated. We're big fans of multitasking and using your time efficiently. So to do that, you can kind of use an opposing push-pull method, where one exercise is a press, one is a pull, and that way, while the press is working, the pull is recovering. So you'll see we kind of have this method with a shoulder press, a lat pull down, a tricep extension, and a bicep curl. Then we'll rest a little bit and let everything recharge here. So I have Nick set up with a belt close to the bar where it's safe for him, but he's nice and secured in. So we're gonna rock out our 10 shoulder presses here. Again, just guiding the horizontal movement, not the vertical movement, making sure he's getting the fullest range of motion that he can. Rack that weight, keep the heart rate going by then doing a lat pull down. Have it wrapped around the pull-up bar above us that you can't see enough, where it requires some pretty solid tension. So mimicking a lat pull down machine with probably, if I had to guess, I'd say 80 to 100 pounds here. It's a nice mirroring movement where one is a vertical push and one is a vertical pull. It's a great way to keep the muscles balanced. I make sure that a lot of times while people are training, their press is a lot stronger than their pull, whether we're talking push-ups and bench press versus their dumbbell rows, bent over rows. So to keep those shoulders healthy, you want to make sure you're pulling, usually a lot more than when you're pressing. So we'll use a 2-to-1 ratio. It's usually a good safe place. Some people recommend as high as a 4-to-1, but we got to be productive and maximize our time. So we usually just do kind of a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2. Tricep. A kettlebell is a nice object that has some good contour handles here to keep that grip pretty strong and established for some overhead skull crushers or seated skull crushers versus lying. We'll try to focus on keeping those elbows in as best we can. Gonna burn the shoulders a little bit too, but mostly tricep focused. It's also a core workout. As that weight lowers its center of mass and then higher its center of mass, it's requiring Nick to stabilize his trunk more. All right, so that's just balance work added in. Rock a little bicep curl. So the whole time his heart rate is cranking, his body doesn't know whether he's been doing 3 or 4 minutes of cardio or some strength training. He's getting a little bit of benefit of both. So again, to kind of conclude, what's really nice is the efficiency between transitions, where a lot of times training, things can become cumbersome and set up and break down and setting up for the next exercise, and heart rate can dip and it can kind of cool down your session. So by being able to hit all of these things in one place, right, we kind of hopefully have some good ingenuity in being able to be as productive as possible when in this position. When we transition to something else, we'll be able to be as productive, whether it's laying on the ground or laying on a bench, maximize our time in each transition. So that's a little quad set that we just did.